Hello, I'm gonna do a sketchbook tour of one of my old sketchbooks that I used from August to November in 2016, and I've never done a sketchbook tour with talking before. It's something that I'm terrified of doing, so I felt like I should do it anyway. So hope you enjoy, I guess. We'll see if I have anything to say by the end of this. Yeah, I used these sketchbooks that I got from the works originally, which like they're a bit, as you can see, it's falling apart a little bit. But yeah, they worked for what I wanted at the time, which was nice. I always seem to leave the first page just blank for like, you know when books have like end papers? That's kind of, I think, what was in my head with that. This is gonna be so interesting. I wonder if anyone will watch this. So we have an eye. I feel like you'll be able to see, because I'm planning on doing this with more sketchbooks if this kind of goes well. An eye seems to be a common theme in all of my sketchbooks, just eyes. Maybe I'll do like an eye progress video one day. That'll be fun for me. A cube, like, cool. This is a hat that I owned and I decided to draw it. It's nice that I drew it because I remember that the hat existed. I always liked the sort of cloud effect of this one, the like fuzziness. I feel like I was a bit of a horror girly. Never say girly. God, this is exposing, recording myself talking. But yeah, we have a landscape thing. Yeah. I should probably have checked if you can pick up what my voice is saying in this video, but I'm just gonna go straight through it and then listen to it and probably hate myself. Hee hee. Do I really want to post this? Yeah, did some writing. Some eyes and a face. I kind of remembered learning about manga when I was in year 4 in primary school, which was a while before I did this, but this is sort of retained style. Feels like a Coraline phase. I was obsessed with the book at one point. I don't even know what this said. Probably something weird. Doodles! I always liked this, but it was sort of a Coraline phase, mildly edgy situation. I don't know. Bleed through on paper. I remember using real foundation for this, but like not very good foundation. Again, sort of like a, oh look, I'm a sad teenager. Not to make fun of my younger self, because I don't like doing that. But you know, here we are. I sound so excited. Yeah. Rainbow. I think the idea was like, oh look, it looks really appealing, but like don't go in because it's a keep out sign, but it looks really cool because it's a rainbow. I have a real great thought process behind art. I still do. Great thought process is basically, woohoo, I want to draw. Mermaid girl, kinda, with the scales. I don't know, the colours are cute. This was I always liked this one, the snail. And the snail running was just a very funny idea for me. Yeah, I really like this. Ooh, squiggly patterns. A cupcake, a rainbow cupcake. A wand? I don't know. Flooding, but like a paint tin. I don't know. Trying to describe the stuff that I'm drawing in this is really entertaining. Vampire girl. Yeah, I definitely had a sort of style that I stuck to whenever I draw stuff out of my own brain. I don't really draw like that anymore, but I don't know. Respect that I actually had a style once. Colours. Yeah. E, because my name is Emma. Yeah, if that wasn't blatantly obvious by Emma being written like every couple pages on this. Because I used to sign stuff. A witch? I don't think I'd seen Wicked by this point, but oh no, I had seen Wicked like in 2013, but this feels like just before I went to see Wicked on like a definitive school trip. The dress, she's sparkly. Yeah, that's cute. I think I keep saying I'm being really critical of myself. Colourful. Half face. I think I did this a lot. I'd draw like half a face so I didn't have to draw the other eye. I mean, it worked. I also used to draw like hair covering half the face so that I could not have to draw the eyes. But now I'm more likely to do eyes without hair because I found hair really difficult to draw. I feel like vampires is a bit of a theme. That I always had a bit of a horror streak, I think. But now I guess I draw less horror stuff, which is sad. I mean, it feels like progress from the first eye I drew already, but only because I made it colourful. I think that was meant to be a shell that I actually like had in front of me. I guess I got bored. A shell! Ah, there we go. This is after I actually saw Wicked for the first time. I was obsessed, and the obsession has come back recently with the Wicked film, and yeah, I wrote loads of like the cast's names. Some of them I've seen more than once now. Rachel Tucker is one of my favourite performers now. Absolute icon. Love her. Yeah. I always really liked this because it's just such a like massive memory of that time in my life where I was just wildly obsessed with Wicked. Green sparkly pen. Eyes. Oh, what did I say? On Monday 26th October 2016 I went to see Wicked and it was amazing, especially Defying Gravity. I almost cried with happiness. Little laughy face. Yeah, that was quite a formative experience. This is from Once Upon a Time. If anyone watched that, I feel like you'll get it, but this is like the Wicked Witch of the West equivalent. So I guess I was obsessed with Wicked at the same time that the like Wizard of Oz plot was a thing on Once Upon a Time, or when I watched it in Once Upon a Time. So yeah, great. Once Upon a Time, Regina, absolute legend. Regina was my favourite character. Yeah. A leaf. I remember finding this leaf somewhere. I don't know where. Probably at school. Brownies. At Brownies. Anyone from the UK did go guiding? I was at Brownies. An eye. Rainbow eye. This rainbow thing is becoming a theme. An eye! Oh my gosh. This is great. A cat-themed human eye. Oh, I love this because it's like the wrong way. I was so impressed with like the shading on this. Like this bit and the colours, and it's a Dalek, by the way. And then I was so disappointed because I put it in my sketchbook upside down. But now I'm just like, whatever. It's cool. I'm proud of my Dalek from my 2016 Dalek. Kill. I mean, the horror streak continues, I guess. I was what, 12, 13 at this point? I think Coraline had a formative influence on me. She always reminds me of like a bird. I don't know why. I don't know if there's like an animated bird that looks kind of similar. Don't know. I like the gradient of the hair, like the colour scheme of the hair. That's quite pretty. But the rest of it is interesting. See, this is what I mean about covering half the face. Just like, don't even have to draw the mouth. I just wanted to draw the eye really, and then just pretend that there was a face there. And then patterns, because why not? Miss Peregrine's Once Upon a Hulock. I think I remember this was when I discovered that, God, what's it called? Super Hula Look was a thing. And I wasn't like that versed in internet situations or like Tumblr at the time, but I didn't watch Supernatural. But I did watch Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, the like film, and was reading the books and was obsessed with Once Upon a Time. So I just in my head was like crossover between all those things with Doctor Who and Sherlock as well, because I watched those two shows. Like I think Once Upon a Time and Doctor Who were very formative in my brain, and Miss Peregrine's as well. Sorry, just drinking water. I feel like I'd hate this because I have that, I think I'm oversharing on the internet. Like misophonia, like eating noises and mouth noises, really hate that. So I probably hate me right now. Schlort. Miss Peregrine's Once Upon a Hula Look, yep. Moving on. Miss Peregrine. I did a few versions of this because I remember my school had like an art competition, and for some reason I decided to enter a drawing as Miss Peregrine's in because I was like obsessed. And honestly, I think I got like a special mention vibes, like a well done, you did good sort of thing. I always like how I did the hair on this. It's like not what I wanted to be good at realism, but just wasn't. So I like that I took that and sort of ran with it. I still want to try drawing her again in my like style now, or like painting her. Scales and scales, like fish scales, mermaid. I feel like mermaids are a theme. I was definitely a H2O dressed as water person, watcher, was obsessed with it. I remember where I was sat when I drew this. And yeah, it was the day before Halloween, and I was in the kitchen. Nothing happening, I just remember where I was. Bleed through colours. Also, I think this is something that gets more, like, very obvious, pardon me, is me drawing, like, patterns towards the end of a sketchbook. And it's just colourful and pretty, because I'm like, oh, I gotta finish the book, just to finish it. But yeah, I'm really impressed when I look back at my sketchbooks how saturated all of the colours are when the colouring pencils. I'm like, I can't do that now. Is it just the type of colouring pencil? I don't know. Probably. It's probably partly a me thing as well. A ball. It looks like a beach ball, but like blue. A leaf. I mean, this is cute and colour scheme. Yeah. A star thing. I don't really know what to say anymore. It's just kind of colourful. Oh, eyes. I think I used actual makeup on this again, like an actual eyeshadow palette that I had. Not that I ever wore eyeshadow that much. Also, I think the way that I drew eyes, like the pointy triangle things, were very influenced by my drawing of Miss Peregrine, because I like saw her eyes as having a certain like shape, and then I just sort of planted that on a lot of things that I drew afterwards, despite there being everyone having different eye shapes. That just kind of, don't know, it was a fixation. Miss Peregrine. This film had such an influence on my brain, but I remember not being able to get it right and being really mad about it, and like tried to draw it again and again. And I think between the two there's sort of a improvement with like the angle, which is what I was upset about getting wrong, and like gets more colourful, which is nice. Yeah, I think this was Regina from Once Upon a Time, and it looked a bit too unhinged for my liking. So I just sort of gave up, because I think I drew the teeth and was like, absolutely not. An eye! Oh my gosh. And it's in like biro pen, like one of these. An eye thing. Yeah. Like with teeth. The eyes and horror theme is like very prevalent. Pretty pattern. I don't know if I got that from somewhere or if I just drew it, but It's cute. Yeah. I definitely was very colourful. An eye! Yay! I think we can see some level of improvement from start to end, you know? There's that one, which is kind of wobbly and chaotic. And then that one, which is quite cute. Yeah. And it's got a 1 on the back because it was my first sketchbook. Yeah. I was thinking about doing both my first 2 sketchbooks in one go, but I think I might just leave it at this and then film the next one. Quite enjoying this. See you in the next video, I guess. Bye.